And the murder of radio broadcaster Percy Lapid are being uncovered. Statements from persons of interest indicate that prison gang members funded the ambush under the order of a Bucor official. The Labor Department is letting employers and workers determine mask protocols in workplaces. And the Education Department confirms taking back gadgets issued for online learning, but the agency clarifies that these are devices originally used for computer lab subjects. Fast, focused, and fearless, here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Jess De Los Santos. The Labor Department is letting employers and workers decide on the use of face masks in workplaces. Shaila Francisco with the report.
Not all employees in this recruitment agency in Mandaluyong are wearing face masks. The management decided that optional mask use works better for them.
Pabor para sa amin in terms of operations and how we do things in the office. Because with the face mask, it's very hard to speak fluently or comfortably and even to hear each other. So we want to test our communication skills as well as their listening skills. So with the option of having to remove the face mask, it will be better for us to be more productive and effective in terms of our work.
But the management insists that they remain just as strict in implementing other health protocols. For one, employees with COVID-19 symptoms will be required not to report to work. A company nurse is also on duty to conduct free antigen testing and check on the health situation in the office. A health declaration form is also required to be filled out. Temperature checks are also standard practice. Non-employees are also required to be fully vaccinated and to wear face masks. While employees have the option not to use face masks inside the office, they are required to do so when dealing with applicants in person.
It's among us only here in the office that's okay because it's like a bubble. Among us, we know that we are practicing social distancing and health protocols. I always tell them that when you go out of the office, you must wear the face mask. Public transportation, it's a must you have to wear. Going to public places.
The Labor Department has already issued guidelines on the voluntary use of face masks in workplaces. This covers all workers from the private sector, except in healthcare facilities, medical transport vehicles, and public transportation, which are some of the most crowded places. The elderly, unvaccinated, immunocompromised, persons with comorbidities, and pregnant women are still highly encouraged to wear masks. Employees, meanwhile, have mixed reaction regarding this memo.
Parang di naman po kailangan ng face mask mo.
Bakit?
Kasi, iwan ko lang ma'am, basta nakapagod din kasi mag-face mask lagi. Araw-araw na lang, oras-oras nag-face mask ka. Kasi mainit talaga sa mukha. Kaya ang sarap kayang balikan na yung mga araw na walang face mask.
Susuot pa rin ako kasi para din sa safety ko saka sa safety ng ibang tao. Kasi hindi pa naman din tayo 100% sure na wala na talagang COVID eh. So pagka 100% sure na wala ng COVID, siguro kahit paano paunti-unti. Wag lang sanang biglaan.
For its part, the Employers Confederation of the Philippines noted that face masks may still be required if employers think other minimum health standards such as social distancing and ventilation requirements are not met.
Unless we take these steps, masyado tayo nahuhuli sa mga kalapit bayan natin na going back to normal, ano? So, pwede naman yung mga tao kung worried sila, pwede naman sila mag-face mask. Kung unless you do that, yung mentality ng tao, nandun pa rin sa, nakapokus pa rin sa COVID. We're trying to get away from that.
Shaila Francisco, we are One News.
Authorities have secured a new person of interest in the killing of broadcaster Percy Lapid. This person of interest is an inmate who was transferred from Puerto Princesa in Palawan to the NBI detention facility on Wednesday. His involvement in the murder is still unclear, but Percy's brother Roy Mabasa said he could shed more light on the case.
Meron silang mga loose ends na na ipinagduduktong-duktong. Maring isa yan doon sa mga loose ends na yun. Alam mo naman, meron pa rin tatlo na nasa labas pa na hindi pa rin tatakip ng pulis, ano. So, ito yung mga loose ends. I don't want to preempt what the DOJ will be saying tomorrow or on Saturday.
The alleged mastermind in Lapid's killing has already been identified with cases set to be filed in the coming days. Speaking to Frontline tonight, Mabasa family lawyer Berteni Singh confirmed that the main suspect is an official of the Bureau of Corrections.
Yung kakasunod bang mastermind kung sakali, siya po ba'y inmate o siya po ba'y opisyal ng Bucor?
Anyway, marami namang opisyal siya. Bahala na kayo manguna kung sino. Opisyal ng Bucor.
The government will release its findings on the murder of Percy Lapid soon. Here's what we know so far based on the affidavits confirmed by attorney Berteni Singh.
There is the mastermind. Below the mastermind is the number 2 man. Merong instruction galing ito sa mastermind at ipinasang instructions sa kanyang sunod na tao na kung saan siya may sobrang tiwala. At ang taong ito ang pumunta sa isa sa, sabihin natin na isa sa Lord of the Rings yan sa loob. So, sinabihan ito, may project tayo. Gusto ng boss, ang project nito, ipapatay si Percy Lapid. Yung tatlong lords ay Happy-Go-Lucky, which is a band or a gang composed of all Ilonggos. Coming from maybe from Panay Island or Negros. And then the SSSD, which is Sige-Sige Spotik Gang. And then the BCG, Batang City Gang. Okay, these were the three that who were called into a meeting to meet the number 2 man, the trusted man of the mastermind. Si June Villamor was a member of Sige-Sige Spotik Gang. So, siya na ngayon ang nakakita daw ng tatrabaho. Tapos, ito si June Villamor, tumawag siya ngayon kay Christopher Bacuto na nasa BGMP. At itong si Christopher Bacuto ang nag-provide sa kanya ng gunman. Actually, yung pwede mo masabi na kapag close ng deal, isa lang nun sa tatlo.
Okay.
Yung apparently yung Sputnik. Kasi siya lang ang nakakita ng death contractor. Kinausap naman yung isa sa tatlo na paano to, maghanap ko ng diskarte. So, nangako siya, sige, 300 pero ibibigay ko pag matapos na yung kontrata. So, sa madaling sabi, natuloy. Pero bago ko tutuloy ng kwento, itong mga pera itong pinamimigay ng mga tatlo ay nanggaling ito sa tinatawag na small businesses, quote-unquote, sa loob ng National Bilibid. So, they did not specify what kind of businesses. Pero siyempre, understandably, merong binibenta yung cellphone, merong binibentang shabu. Congratulated actually the Secretary of Justice because not once in our history na ganito katindi ang pagsisigasig. Sana ang sunod na patayin mangyari, ganun din katindi para wala nang patayin na media man, wala nang patayin abogado, wala nang patayin judge, wala nang patayin kung at sino pa man negosyante. So, yan ang nangyari. So, ibig sabihin, to my impression is, satisfied kami lahat.
More stories after this short break. Stay with us here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Jess De Los Santos. The Education Department confirms recalling laptops and other gadgets issued to teachers during the height of the pandemic. Marian Enriquez with the details.
One teachers group has called out the Education Department for taking back laptops issued during the height of the pandemic. However, DepEd clarifies that the memorandum only covers laptops being used in computer laboratories in schools.
Actually, lahat po ng pinahiram was meant for computer labs. It's part of the DepEd computerization program. No? That's what it's meant for. It's really for the use of the school, use of the learners while they're in school.
Yung mga laptops na pinahiram for the meantime sa mga teachers ay gamit din sa mga estudyante, no? At yung mga tablets naman ay for instructional purposes din yun kasi depende yun sa area ng specialization ng ICT.
Last April 2020, DepEd issued a memorandum authorizing school heads to release desktop computers, laptops, tablets, and smartphones to teachers for online classes. But the memo also states that teachers are required to return the devices once regular classes return. Grade 12 Filipino teacher Norman is among those who borrowed a laptop. He is now expecting to have a harder time without the issued device.
Sa panahon ngayon, gawa na ng grades katatapos pa lang ng ating first quarter at papasok pa lang itong second quarter. Kaya most of the teacher talagang nag-encode sila ng mga grades ngayon. Halos lahat busy.
Norman has no choice now but to buy his own laptop. He is also appealing to officials to give teachers like him enough time to transfer their files.
1 month siguro yung kaya ko na. Say yung mga files nun, importante, no? Kailangan ko ng panibagong pagtatransferan.
Even ACT Teachers Chairman Vladimir Ketua needs to return the laptop he borrowed from the school.
Pero unang tanong diyan ay ano gagamitin namin, lalo na mga reports naman ay karamihan ay online, yung paggawa ng grades ay online, no? Yung pag-submit at pagsasagawa ng mga LIS at ilang mga reports ay online. At ganun din yung mga sentimento ng mga teacher. Kaya maraming nakapila na ngayon sa mga sa mga loan kasi kapag kinuha sa kanila basically ay bibili talaga sila ng laptops.
Ketua called on the DepEd to help teachers with their laptop needs and internet allowances. The DepEd has advised teachers who are in dire need of laptops to make a request through the school management so that the DepEd Central Office can act on it. For News 5, Marian Enriquez, we are One News.
The Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas is set to raise its policy rate by 75 basis points to match the latest U.S. Fed hike. In a statement, BSP Governor Felipe Medalla says it is necessary to keep up with the U.S. Federal Reserve in order to temper price hikes and offset the weakening of the peso. He adds that the BSP remains vigilant in monitoring inflation and will take the needed actions to reach its targets. The Monetary Board is expected to finalize the matter during their next meeting on November 17. If approved, the rate hike would bring the benchmark interest rate to 5%. For more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Jess De Los Santos. We are One News.